Day 8 of the Philadelphia Eagles 2023 training camp showcased newly acquired linebacker Myles Jack taking reps with the first team defense in a starting role. Things got interesting when Jalen Hurts get intercepted by Blankenship and get sacked by Janarius Robinson, which subsequently led to yet another interception by Justin Evans after the whistle blown, but was ruled as a sack instead of an interception. Jalen Hurts has been having a great camp early on, so it's important that we keep an eye on the defense and how they perform when trying to stop Jalen Hurts. Iron sharpens iron, and with Jalen Hurts having his way with the defense early on during training camp, it's important to highlight when the defense make plays as well. And finally, players and coaches react to new acquisitions, training camp battles amongst the coaches, and tons of more. I'm Weapon X. This is the Voice of the Eagles show. And like always, God bless those Philadelphia Eagles. But enough of that. Play the video.
Are you calling the game from the sideline? Do you find that there's an art to play calling?
It's part art, part science. Are you giving the player too much information, or are you giving them just enough of what they need to know to execute their assignment? I think having that balance and understanding that there are times where you could give too much information, and it could be paralysis by analysis, so to speak. So I don't think you would truly know that unless you're really connected with someone. So figuring that out is all a part of it. Still has to be that constant communication with the quarterback in terms of what he's seeing and how we want to attack, how we want to counterpunch. You know, I think that communication piece can't be understated in terms of how important it is to run a successful operation. You know, I think we just have to get to that point where everybody's on the same page and he's calling it as I'm calling it, you know, and we're seeing it exactly the same. I've called a bunch of college games throughout my course of career, being, you know, coordinator for 5 years in college. So I've done both. You know, I called from the sideline at the scrimmage the other day. So I'll be on the sideline for the preseason game. Having the ability to communicate, you know, face to face with guys in that environment, I think, you know, provides a little bit of added impact.
You balance Jalen's ability as a runner with the desire to still keep him healthy and upright at the same time.
Well, we always, you know, take into consideration of how much we're putting him in the harm's way, specifically in the run game. Now, there are some things, you know, that naturally happen throughout the course of a game or throughout the course of a play where, you know, it becomes second reaction football. But Jalen's always had a great feel for, you know, avoiding contact and being able to get himself down in certain situations. So, you know, I think just as he continues to grow and develop as a player, you know, it's really important that he just uses everything he has in his toolbox to make sure that he's playing as well as he can.
You've had a little while now to work against Sean's side scheme. I guess what's been helpful about the looks that he gives you? What's the experience?
It truly is, you know, iron sharpening iron. Sean's obviously very, very bright. You know, we got really, really good players, and you know, it's been fun competition going back and forth. The biggest thing is being ready to adjust and understanding what the potential problems are, right? So understanding your strengths, understanding your stresses in each different call, and how defenses can try to attack you. So you got to have your counter punches ready to go. And this is like my 14th year now in coaching, so you the more you do it, the more you learn. I've always been a huge proponent of being able to use everything you have in your toolbox to give you the best chance to be successful.
Jalen debated so much about national recognition, all those things. He was voted number 3 on the NFL Top 100. What are your thoughts on that? How proud are you as a friend?
As a teammate, I think nobody cares, and he doesn't care either, and that's okay, because we know we want to achieve. Like, we're not in it for individual goals, but only team goals. So we're excited for him with all the recognition he gets and everything. But just like him, we're trying to stay focused on the task at hand. He comes to work. He's one of the hardest workers in the building. I think everyone knows that. He is just focused on being consistent as ever. He's leading his team, and of course, I would love to see him take another step, because that means we all take another step. I definitely say the first couple of days, I definitely felt like he was just on another level, making throws here and there, just making it look easy, just being real calm, like he's in a game, and but just like everybody got stuff to work on. I'm sure he'll tell you he got stuff to work on. He's not complacent, and So yeah, he's locked in. He's focused. This is a self-driven person. Who want to achieve a lot, man. And he's locked in. I had to catch him outside of here. Talk to him on the phone. To have a little chuckle. But yeah. So I know him. So yeah. I've been knowing Zach a while, even though I haven't played with him a while. But I've been knowing him a while. Playing against him. He was always a force in Houston. And when he came over to the Titans, we kind of created a little bond. But I'm glad he's here. He's going to be a huge impact for us. I'm like I said, I'm glad it's a great pickup.
Seems like Jalen's been finding you a lot, especially when he's on the run during camp so far. Like, I guess, what's the development been like?
I run my route. I just watch Jalen the whole time. I'm looking for him so he can find a lane with me. And then once he starts rolling, just working with him, trying to give the defense a little deception and just be a relief to him. He's got the potential to run. So if I stay on the move, I can keep a defender on my back. And if he doesn't like me, he can always run it. So it's a good combination, and vice versa on that. If the defense is going to think Jalen's going to run, they might come down on him and leave a receiver wide open. So just always trying to stay in phase with him and just give him an outlet.
Any reps against Myles Jack today?
Let him slowly work his way in. First day, he probably didn't get as many reps as everybody else, but he'll work in there, and I'm excited to match up against him.
Probably a list you don't pay attention to, but we do, is the top 100 of NFL players. He's 3 yesterday. Last season he wasn't even on it. But everyone says he hasn't changed at all. Training camp wise, last year he's the same as this year. Why do you think he hasn't changed even with all of this success?
Yeah, he probably says it better than anybody, but he doesn't care about any of that. He's worried about one thing, and that's winning and becoming a great player. Obviously getting the glory, getting MVP runner-up, all that stuff. Those are accolades that are incredible, and I'm sure he's very thankful for them, but they don't mean anything to him. He's got one thing, and he wants to win. He wants to win Super Bowls. He wants to be a great quarterback that way. Super happy for him. I think he should have been number 1, but I'm just really excited for him and excited to continually watch him grow, because I think he's going to take another step this year, and he's going to have a really, really big year.
happen on this field, man? Can you feel what we about to get into? They don't respect us. They don't know about our heart, man. That thing is beating your doggone chest right now. Whatever you got today, I got to have it.